Hello, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our official MMOCashout corporate hangout. Weekly Fridays coming at you live from Toronto, Canada. I'd like to welcome always and happily to our call Bart Jensen, Darren Barden, and Jeremy Rush. Welcome back, Jeremy. Sorry we missed you last week. My bad. But Jeremy will be joining us going forward every week. And we do have an exciting guest coming today with Mark Willitson, the corporate officer. So he's going to come and talk about things that are happening behind the scenes and a lot of really cool things. And I know a lot of you are waiting for the really big news, and that is when are we going to go for pre-launch? So for the first time ever in the MMOCashout world, I'm telling you that this Sunday, around the evening time, Eastern Standard Time, 5 or 6. We still have to identify the time. We are going to have a very, very special announcement where we are not only going to tell you the exact dates of when we are go for pre-launch, but we are also going to tell you how the pre-launch is going to roll out and what's going to happen over the next few weeks. That's just going to blow your mind. So I can't wait to talk to all of you on Sunday and show you what we have planned. But in the meantime, Bart, please go ahead and tell everyone what's new. Thanks.
Yeah. Working hard in the background. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know that. Everything is coming together really nicely. Regretfully, we were certainly wanting to make the Sunday announcement today, but we're not able to. We don't want to do something wrong, so you'll hear it on Sunday. I'll just do a little house cleaning real quick. If you're on this call, please, if you have an auto poster and by mistake you're posting in our room, I'm banning people. So don't let that happen. All right, everyone that's watching this, please, no links of any kind. I don't care if it's a link to another Facebook page. There's no links. Even if it's just positive, they just can't be there. We have to keep our room very, very clean, okay? There's people doing a really good job, obviously, bringing people into the program, bringing them into the room, making introductions. Some people are not making introductions. We would appreciate it if you would welcome your people in. That's really, really good to show that you're welcoming them, inviting them to the Files tab and all that. Yeah, that's about it. Just a little housekeeping, which thankfully hasn't been a big problem. But that's what I have for you today. Just getting very excited, like all of you are, I'm sure, for sure.
Charles,
thanks, Bart. I know Darren wants to say a few words. Yeah, Darren, please go ahead and share your words of wisdom. Then we're going to go into Jeremy's technology piece. We are going to get a visit from Mark, and then after that, after Mark has left us, then Jeremy's going to complete what he was showing everybody. So don't feel like you have to rush, Jeremy. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'll be really quick. I won't steal any of Jeremy's thunder there. It's just that I've spent quite a bit of time with Jeremy at beginning past this week and then quite a bit today. So what he's got lined up for us is pretty impressive. And he's on target for being able to release this hopefully around about Monday, Tuesday next week. So I'm not going to steal any thunder about what that is. All I would say to everybody is just start making use of it because the tools are there. We're going to have a few more days grace than we thought we would have. So just use that opportunity just to get more information out, do extra posts over the weekend, do extra advertising over the weekend, contact lots of people over the weekend, and get back to the people that you've got on your list. Just keep them nice and warm because this launch is coming. There's nothing stopping it now. I mean, even if we wanted to stop it now, we couldn't. It's rolling, it's rolling, it's rolling. So just make sure that you've got your people lined up and that you're taking a full advantage of everything that Jeremy is going to be able to package up for us. And once you see this, that in itself is going to be a massive marketing tool for you. So get in there. I'll be making the videos, but you make your videos, get your screenshots done, because that in itself is going to be really powerful. And at the end of the day, they're getting this for at least only $10 a month, which is just outrageous. So I'll leave it at that. All I would say is just use these next few days. Do not wait in 2 weeks' time and think, I wish I coulda, woulda. Don't go down that route at all. Do everything you can over the next few days and just make the most of this time that we've got. All right. And with that, I'll hand over to Jeremy.
Wow. Thank you. It's fantastic. As Darren said, we've been working like dogs, I think is the word we say here in London. Now, I haven't got anything that I can show you on the screen tonight because we're working, frantically in the background. I've got the team of programmers building this amazing marketing suite directed by Darren. So we've got some fantastic tools coming your way, and I'm 100% confident that we're going to be ready with the first part of the version 2 of the marketing suite on the 20th of January. Then we need to just do some tests on that. But in the meantime, you've got the landing page creator that Darren or Charles has given you a code for. Now I can see that a lot of you have joined. Go and make some pages. You can make as many as you want. Whether you've got hosting or you haven't got hosting, make those pages. Get them out there. There's in the marketing suite that Darren's already given you, version 1. There's banners there. There's no reason why you can't be out there pushing it. This marketing suite, once we come, we've got, let me just give you an idea of some tools. We're going to have a banner creator in there. We've got landing pages. Darren's got email swipes for you. There's going to be Twitter swipes. What else? It's like being on the generation game. You have to remember the cuddly toy. I can't remember everything that's on the list. But it's I think you're going to be blown away with this marketing suite. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we've got coming for you. Some of the tools that we're working on, they're not in the marketplace. Nobody else is going to have what you're going to have at your fingertips. I can guarantee you that. You may see other versions out there, but they're not going to touch this. And certainly you're going to pay thousands of dollars for them. I was looking at one piece of software today, and they want $500 a month to use it. And that's just one of the tools that are going to be inside the marketing suite, and you're getting it for $10 a month, part of the MMOCashout. So I don't know how much more I can say than watch this space. I might even grow hair at the end of this. You never know. I might have the money to, when MMOCashout starts making money, I might get myself a nice little wig.
That's too funny, Jeremy. We're as you can tell, we're really excited about it. For all the gamers watching this for the first time, of course, welcome to our amazing family. I know I should have said that right at the very beginning. We're just very, professional online business people, and we get really excited about the business side. But from the marketing side, as a gamer, you're going to be able to include your creativity and all your background with all the different games right into creating amazing lead capture pages with incredible graphics, with music. Darren even made one that played a video in the background, and that's going to lead into a sales landing page. So just before Mark comes, Bart, Darren, and I have been interviewing elite ad traffic guys. Like literally, we've talked to 4 or 5 already, and we're not planning to launch the ad co-op until sometime in February. So what this means for you guys is not only are we going to be able to allow you to buy a share of this ad co-op for whatever it is, $100 or whatever, but these experts are going to be helping us to construct the actual sales funnel. And although Darren and myself have experience in this area, we're talking about the number 1 guys in companies like Empower Network, like big guys, maybe not the number 1, but top guys in these companies. So the quality and the split testing involved in what we're going to make within the ad co-op itself, and the quality of the traffic, like we're talking about traffic that people would pay more than $1 a click for, and we're going to buy it in bulk together as a huge team, and it's going to help supplement your ability to grow this business now. And we know that eventually, once the site is completely done, we have our official launch in April or May of this year. We know the gamers are really going to love, and it's duplicated, and they're going to be buying all their games and services and equipment from MMO Buy It. But as a huge advantage to getting your people early now before this massive wave of people coming, this is just huge. It's just huge. And then you can use the Ad Co-op as leverage with all their different tools that these guys are building for you. I mean, and the cost of joining is only $10. I don't see why anyone would say no. I mean, this is just all the things that we didn't like in other programs, we have tried to fix for this program. We're trying to make it as easy as we can for everyone to get involved, to get fully trained. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty happy with the structure and the tools that we're providing to the entire team. And we're really happy about the feedback that we're getting from all of you. Such as we knew that there were some parts of the suite that we needed to improve, and we've listened. We're going to make it very attractive. Where it is right now is just, trying to put something up there. But when we evolve the marketing suite, it's going to look really professional. You're going to be proud to share with the people that you bring into this business. So we're definitely thinking about all this stuff. If you do have feedback, of course, let us know. I even arranged private hangouts this week with the CEO of MMOCashout, Steve Tiffany. And so if you want us to arrange those with your power players, let us know. We can certainly do that. We want to have 100% transparency in this company. We want you to meet the CEO. You can become more vested in the company, knowing that, ultimately, everyone looking at this, watching this hangout right now, you're one of the founding members. You're one of the first people to join this. We're expecting millions of people to join this company over the next couple of years. There's only a few companies ever in existence in the network marketing space that can claim those kind of numbers. It's just truly incredible.
So we got our special guest joining us soon. I think, Charles, you said, but I'm so excited myself. For, I don't know, many people might go to work every day and commute into work and get on the trains, but when you can actually sit and actually do something that you really get so much enjoyment out of, and being part of this this team that we're in now, the group, the family, it's just fantastic, and I look forward to everybody that I'm working closely with, that are all going to be sitting in chairs and sitting on beaches and enjoying MMOCashout. It's going to be fantastic. No more waiting on trains and buses. Bring it on, bring it on.
No, you're totally right, Jeremy. And you know why we have something different here? Is because with other programs, the focal point is always on the compensation plan. How much money can I make? And I think in general, when we run these hangouts, sure, we do talk about the compensation plan a little bit, but we don't talk about it as the big mainstay of what we're doing here. And that means we have something real. We have a community that's going to be really appreciated. They're going to appreciate our products and our services and the subscription and the community and the engagement of our gamers and the pros and stuff. I think Darren wants to share something, so please go ahead, Darren.
Yes, sorry. I just want to throw up a page that I've created, and I'm using the Easy Landing Page Creator setup now, so it's not as though I'm providing it and not using it, because I think these templates are fantastic. So hopefully you can see the template that I'm using at the moment. I've been using this now since Sunday, actually, last week, and some of you may be aware that I've also got on the back end of this a website which I don't think I can link on. Just bear me a sec. If I put in a test link, hopefully it'll click through to a website. No, it won't let me use that. Email doesn't like it. But it goes on to what we would commonly call a sales page, where there's more videos and a lot more information. That has proved to be really effective during the course of this week, and I've got a larger list of people who have got lists of subscribers, and I'm specifically targeting those, as you can see, with epic lists or large databases, and I found this process really effective. So I strongly advise that you use the landing pages which are within Easy Landing Page Creator, and also I'll be putting into the email, not the email sequence, but certainly the emails that you can send out, a copy of the email format that I'm sending out to my team, sending out to the contacts. But again, like I say, I've done it into a sales page format, and I'll include the link to the sales page format so people can see it. Not so I can rip anybody off, but just so you can see it as a template if you want to do something similar yourselves. It doesn't take very much. It's just a matter of copying and pasting, putting in a few videos onto a page. Most of you who are able to set up a blog will have no problems in setting something like that up. So I just thought I'd share that with you. And it looks like Mark has turned up.
Hey, I made it!
You joined us. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the call.
Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. I think I'm getting closer to figuring it out. I couldn't find a link. Charles, thanks for sending me that one. I just had to, again, get that Facebook on this device opened up. So.
Okay, great. Well, everyone's looking forward to your high energy, high emotional viewpoint of what's going on. So please share your awesomeness with our MMOCashout family.
Well, I'm so excited for this to get to fruition and finally launch soon. I think we've discussed before. I know I was late to the call last week, so I didn't get on. But this has been years in the making, and now it's just so close. But it seems like it's so far because it's so close. It's driving us all crazy on this side too. But it's going to be something big, and it's going to be something forever. And I think oftentimes in this industry, forever isn't a common word, and it's so important to us to have something that will be a legacy billion-dollar company in the making. I mean, that's the important part, is that it's here so that whatever we build, it can take care of us and our families and our wives for the rest of our lives. So that outweighs everything else, that it has great longevity, and it's something we can pass on to generations in the future. So I'm just excited as you guys to get this thing up and rolling. So it's so close.
That's amazing, Mark. I mean, it's really, one thing for us to say, we're excited about the marketing suite and everything, but when you're talking about a long-term stable company, it's something that some of our members have wondered, well, what do you mean? What do you mean by long-term stable? Can you go into, what do you mean in terms of it becoming a billion-dollar company and all those kinds of things, like the vision for it? That'd be really cool.
Well, I think we all know that more often than not, things don't last long-term, and we're not interested in a few-year run with this. We're interested in generations and something we can pass on to our to our kids, and they can pass it on to their grandkids, and so on. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot in this industry, but we're real serious about it. It's important that we build something that is in for the long haul. And I know myself, having been in this industry for 20 years, that I've often thought, well, this is my last company. This is the one this is the one I'm going to build and gonna retire on and go travel the world and do my thing and pass it on to the kids. And that hasn't always been so. And so that's really, really important to us, that whatever we do here, whatever we're building, it's something that's generational, that can be handed down over time. And we're bringing together a community of people that's huge. It's vast. There's all different age groups. What the average age group of average age of a gamer today is 32. I'm getting old, I guess, because I used to think not too long ago that the average age of a gamer was like maybe 16 or 17. And it wasn't. Having not being a gamer myself, but having children, especially my youngest son, who's now going to be 21, grow up with gaming being such a big part of his life. I think back, and I remember I wasn't sure if it was a positive or a negative thing at the time, but I have to tell you now, looking back, it was a huge positive in his life. I got to tell you that a lot of his people skills, obviously his reading and writing skills, especially in math, were all impacted hugely by being a gamer. He was really struggling prior to World of Warcraft. He was really struggling, and now he has great reading, writing skills, math skills. just all kinds of things. So I just think the industry is very powerful in that sense. I'll never forget 3 years ago when I brought up MMOCashout to him, because I had never heard of it when Steve and I were talking about it initially, and he said, "Really, Dad? Is that really for real?" And I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, I can really make money playing games online." And I said, "How do you know about it?" He said, "Oh, everybody knows about MMOCashout." He said, "It's all over the internet. It's so exciting." And I said, "Yeah, well, I guess." And I didn't know anything about it at the time. Steve just started to explain it to me back then, and I took an interest on it. And of course, he's very excited to build a network that can provide for him financially. He would love nothing more than to play video games and communicate with his friends all over the world and get paid to do it. So it's exciting to be the pioneers to bring something like that. And there you go. There's that first player advantage too, and that's very important. And I think I know that we know on this side that since we are first player, we do need to do it right, and we do need to stay cutting edge, and we do need to always be on the move with this thing. It's going to be an evolution from this point forward. In that first player advantage is gigantic, you guys. It's no different if you think of a Japanese car. I mean, 80% of the people out on the street, if you ask them a Japanese car, they're going to tell you Toyota. Well, that was that first player advantage, and look what they've turned it into. And MMOCashout can be the same thing, that first player advantage. So we're very excited. Get this network built, and let's start getting some revenue from it for everybody, and let's create some great wealth, because there's certainly lots of it in this industry, no question.
Well, that's just amazing, Mark. I guess one of the biggest questions on my mind is we are so close to pre-launch now, and we have a lot of members that are new to network marketing that have never built, master distributor teams like you across, decades. So what would be your advice to them moving into what's going to be a massive pre-launch? What should they be telling to their people? How do we get people to the next energy level, and how do we make this pre-launch, record-breaking?
Well, they need to bring their people into your group right now. I mean, you guys will be you and your teams will be the leaders in this company, obviously, and just by them getting involved and getting connected with you and connecting all of their friends, and we all know people, and that's all it really is just letting them know and getting them a link into your Facebook site and getting them on your Hangouts, and so they're ready when it launches. They're ready. They're up and running, and the work that they do right now will pay huge benefits even a few weeks from now. That leverage that you get, we all know that this industry is wonderful in terms of leverage. If you give it an hour a day, 5 days a week, at the end of the week you got 5 hours. Now, if you can get 5 people to join you in that same movement, that's 5 more people at 5 hours. That's another 25 hours. Now you're not being rewarded off of 5 hours at the end of that week. You're being rewarded off of 30 hours at the end of that week. And if those 5 go do the same thing, well, that multiplies again. Now it's I don't remember. My math isn't that good, but you got another 25 putting in 5 hours. That's 100. That's 150 hours. That's a whole month's worth of work all compressed into 1 week, and it just keeps duplicating and duplicating. And that's the beauty of what we do, is we give you leverage. And so often today, there's people that have plenty of money and no time, or they got all the time in the world and they have no money. And so what our industry does is it gives you both, and they both kind of move up at the same time with each other. The more money you have, the more time you have, if you do it properly, and keep it simple. And I know you guys are all pros at keeping it simple.
That's amazing, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing your words of wisdom with us. We cannot wait. We're going to announce our official dates this Sunday evening. So for everyone watching, I don't know, Jeremy, did you have anything else to say to wrap up, or do you want me just to end the call? You have to unmute yourself because I can't hear you.
I will. I've got something.
Okay.
Just want to chip in.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I was listening to, I forget now who, it might have been Eric Waugh earlier this week, and he was doing some presentation. And one of the things that stuck in my mind from it was that whenever you're doing anything, is make sure you go at it like a train. And I know I keep banging on about use these last few days, do as much out there as you can, post out over the weekend. You know, you've got Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. You've got everything that you can do. You could really put a solid 48 hours in just generating some extra leads, because when these things launch, is everybody wants to know how you did, and the people who are sitting on the fence are going to want to know what your result was. But if your result was a mediocre result in your eyes, or worst case in their eyes, then you're going to sit there a week later thinking, I wish I'd done this, I wish I'd done that, I could have done the other, I could have spent a couple of hours, I could have not watched the soap or whatever. And just make sure that you go at this and give it a really good go for the next 2 weeks, and then once we're into the big launch, really solid 2 weeks hard work, and you'll get really fantastically rewarded, because you'll have the leverage of your story plus the story of everybody who comes in underneath you. And you will not get a second bite of this cherry. Once we've launched, and you can't go back in time. So please don't leave anything on the table at all. Just go for it. That would be my story.
I'd just like to add to that, Darren. You know, Darren showed you earlier a page where somebody could put their name and their email address in. We call that a landing page for those of you that don't know. And within the Easy Landing Page Creator, you haven't got to worry about what happens to those people's names and email addresses. We're keeping all that for you, so that when we go on, when the marketing suite is ready for you, all of those people that you invited will automatically come across into your marketing suite. You'll see everybody that you've connected with, and you'll be able to reconnect with them. You know, Darren's providing all the email swipes for you, which means, you know, all the letters that you can send out through electronic mail. Darren's written all those, and the system's going to send all that automatically for you. So all you need to do is bring people in, bring them in, and all we do is we give you the tools to help you get them into your team. So, you know, go and use the landing page creator. It's got everything you need. There's no excuses. You've got everything. You've got everything you need. So make use of it, guys, and have a fantastic marketing weekend.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you to everyone here on the panel today. We know your time is very precious leading into our pre-launch. We'll see all of you Sunday. We're going to announce the time probably around dinner time or just after, just so it's good for people in Europe and North America. And for everyone that's joined our community in the last week, welcome to our MMOCashout family. We're really happy to get to know you. If you have any questions or concerns, all of the admins here and our corporate officer, Mark, are more than happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, so thank you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.